Chosen one, your abundant existence has already been triggered in the invisible world. It's been unlocked. Nor by chance, nor by luck. Not even with little effort, but with heavenly authority. You're no longer waiting for the door to open. The door is widely open. What you need to do now is go through it confidently. This is not just a message. This is a declaration. This is a confirmation. This is the moment when the cosmos confirms what has already been written in your destiny. Abundance is no longer only a fantasy. It is a fact. We will wait for your claim before proceeding. Pay careful attention. This is not a random video. If these words have discovered you, it means that something strong is working in your favor. Stick with this message till the very end. You are being reprogrammed for money, and your alignment is critical. Write your fondest wishes and the digits 777 in the comment section below. This is more than just a remark. It's an energy stamp, a proclamation to the universe that you're open, prepared, and ready to claim what's yours. Allow your energies to soar. Allow your soul to resonate with faith. Wishes are coming true, and the cosmos is now taking notes. I choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. Let us now begin with the chosen one. For far too long, you have been living below the level of your soul. You were never designed to just survive. You were designed to flourish, overflow, and exist in a condition of miraculous plenty. This wealthy life that has been opened is about more than just money. It is also about tranquility, purpose, fulfillment, and heavenly protection. Richness starts with your consciousness. The moment you acknowledge that you were created to be prosperous in all aspects, the energy surrounding you begins to change abruptly. What was postponed begins to accelerate. What was concealed begins to unveil itself. What was once kept away begins to pour to you. Without resistance, you are not here by chance. You were called to this time by a power larger than yourself. A power that saw your quiet prayers. A power that tallied each tear you wept while no one else was looking. A power that has never forgotten your name. The affluent existence is more than simply possessing. It is about becoming. It's about being the version of yourself that has no doubts, no longer pursues or begs. The version of yourself that is attractive. You realize who you are. A magnet for heavenly favor. A vessel for overflow. A doorway to fortune. That's your genuine identity. It always was. And you're finally beginning to believe it. Your belief is the key that activates the ignition. It is the spark that drives the flow. Wealth is a frequency that you've recently tuned into. All the possibilities, resources, breakthroughs, and blessings that we've been orbiting about you are now landing because you're no longer hiding. You are showing up. You are saying yes. You're claiming what you already own. The cosmos is answering with a booming. It's time for your vibe to alter. Your whole life starts to follow. The luxurious existence is no longer hidden behind effort. It is not waiting for unending effort. It is there in front of you now. And it is reacting to the frequency of confidence, appreciation, and alignment. Every doubt you ever had is being dispelled. Every constraint you previously accepted is crumbling. Every delay you previously endured is being replaced with divine timing. You're no longer imprisoned in survival mode. You are no longer bearing the load of scarcity. You have reached the domain of receiving. This transformation does not include asking for what you want. This is about claiming what is already yours. The affluent life is not earned. It is accepted. It was stepped into. And once you realize this reality, everything around you starts to reflect your conviction. Money appears in surprising ways. Opportunities start knocking without effort. The phone calls, the email arrives, and the deposit hits. And you'll tell yourself, this was supposed to happen, because it is. There's a flood of heavenly sustenance pouring your way now. You can feel it, right? The tightness in your chest. That tingling feeling in your hands. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. Don't let the past deter you. Previous events have no bearing on this time. You are not the errors you have made. You are not the lack you encountered. You are not the rejection, setback, quiet, or slow season. You have been reborn into money and everything. Previously, this was just preparation for the huge ocean you're now entering. You are being recalibrated for a richer life. Not later, but now your wealthy lifestyle is seductive. It is bringing in more than you could have hoped for. Not because you pursued it, but because you agreed with it. The fullest version of your life is not something you stumble upon. It recognizes you since it was built just for your soul. And now it recognizes your energy. Your internal frequency has been adjusted. You are no longer reacting from fear. You are operating at maximum capacity. This richness will begin to pour into all aspects of your life. People will sense it when you talk. They'll hear it in your voice. They will feel it in your presence. You will mention something about yourself. That individual has been picked. That individual has been crowned. That guy is not like others, and you are the chosen one. There is no need to ask God for provisions. It is already on its way. You are no longer striving to persuade people of your value. What you're receiving right now confirms your value. You are no longer proving, performing, or satisfying. You are collecting your income from surplus. You are standing in the blessing. You are breathing favorably. You're covered, guided, protected, and soaked in grace. Everything is altering around you to reflect what has been unleashed inside you. You have been praying for heaven's windows to open. They have now opened. And what's coming forth is more than enough to last centuries. Money, tranquility, open doors, contracts, and opportunities. These items are already scheduled to arrive. All that remains is your acceptance, belief, and agreement. You are in the claiming season. So claim it. Speak it loudly. Feel it in your spirit. Allow it to resound from your soul. I'm claiming my prosperous life now. Allow that vow to resonate with every aspect of your existence. This is your time. This is your turn. This is your opportunity to go from waiting to getting, from fretting to winning, from hardship to abundance. The old cycle has broken. The new has started. What looked so far away is suddenly standing at your door, eager to enter. You are not being teased by possibilities. You're being given the secret to prosperity. Use it. Walk through the door. Receive without resistance. Live without apologies. You are not entering a fantasy. You are entering into a commitment that has already been made in your favor. Let the world see what occurs when a selected one receives their heavenly birthright. You are full with identity, rich in purpose, tranquility, and provision. From now on, don't back down. Don't second guess. Don't question if it's actually for you. It is. The wonderful life has been awakened. Now up and seize it. The chosen one. Your environment is no longer simply changing inside, but also outside. The instant you recognize that your rich life has been opened, the world around you begins to reorganize itself to support your advancement. Everything's timing has become less unpredictable. The discussions you overhear, the invites you get, and the delays that formerly annoyed you. Now you see that it was all about location. Every unseen thread has been moving to create the life you were supposed to have. You may have pondered why things didn't work out previously, why doors were closed, why certain individuals left, or why what you thought was a breakthrough turned out to be a brief test. But here is the reality. The universe was reserving the greatest for the version of you capable of carrying it. And now that you've come to terms with your value, you're ready to go in. What is rightly yours? The affluent life is not only about receiving, it is all about embodying. You are no longer just hoping to be blessed. You are becoming a gift. You are living proof that divine favor is real. This favor is not theoretical. It is tangible. It manifests itself in your money, relationships, house, choices, and overall well-being. You're no longer chasing the wind. Everything is hunting you right now. Let it sink in. Money is hunting you. Opportunities are pursuing you. Divine alliances are pursuing you. When God opens the rich life for you, you don't have to go into every room, knock on every door, or beg to be seen. He also assigns resources to locate you wherever you are, even in stillness or waiting, even in quiet. The life that seemed out of reach is suddenly being delivered at your front door. You have entered a place where benefits are not accompanied by sadness. There is no secret anguish beneath the promise, no curse on the gift. This is pure, heavenly abundance. This is what it's like to live in harmony with your Creator's vision. You are receiving from an infinite source. You are linked with a kingdom that never goes bankrupt. As a result, there is no limit to your growth. Let go of the tiny thoughts. The rich life that has been opened in you cannot live with limiting ideas. You are being grown intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally, and you previously wondered, can I really handle this? Now you're saying I was created for this. This new version of yourself does not apologize for being elevated. You do not shrink to make others comfortable. You don't conceal your accomplishments to avoid attention. You come up confidently, knowing that humility and plenty can coexist. Receiving more does not make you selfish. You are strategic. You're a vessel. You are the heavenly distributing center. What comes to you now is also going through you. You are trusted with riches since you will not hoard it. You will multiply, manage, and use it for divine purposes. You're here to alter the story. You came here to modify your bloodline. And you're here to break the cycle of poverty and show the world what happens when God favors someone's money. The chosen one. Don't downplay this occasion. What you're feeling in your spirit is not hype. This is confirmation. You may not see all of the effects now, but the spiritual transaction has already occurred. This is not a hypothesis. This is a manifestation in action. The wealthy lifestyle is not something you happen to have. It reacts to congruence, obedience, and internal clarity. You are no longer the same person you were before. That individual who questioned their talents is no longer with us. The person who felt that riches was for the benefit of others has passed away. The person who endured crumbs and declared it a feast, gone. You have now become a magnet for more, not only money plenty, but also significance, power, pleasure, and spiritual connection. The richness you walk in today pervades every aspect of your existence. Don't worry about how it will happen. That is not your job. Your sole duty is to maintain alignment. Continue to be open. Stay loyal and vigilant. The how has already been handled by invisible forces acting in your favor. You've already done the hard work. You withstood the stillness, the waiting, and the uncertainty. But suddenly the script is changing. The winds are shifting. The system that used to oppress you is now being utilized to benefit you. You're going to witness a reversal. Those who neglected you will be watching you soar. The places who rejected you will send you fresh invites. Accounts that previously became dry will now overflow. Seasons of drought are giving way to rivers of restoration. The energy around you has been reset. The affluent life is not just knocking. It's moving in. Walk with that knowledge. Speak from that. Knowing life from that. Knowing that when you make choices, base them on the germ of riches. When you talk, speak from the seat of authority. When you think, consider yourself to be someone who understands that the universe is working tirelessly to help you succeed. Allow your posture to reflect the promise. You are not desperate. You've been designated. You are not behind. You've been constructed. You are not broken. You have been broken. Allow for the cash to eventually flood in. The chosen one. I want you to experience the confirmation deep inside your soul right now. Something's changed. Something strange. Your life has already begun to reflect the abundance that has been awakened. You'll notice the little changes. People talk to you differently. Ideas that come to mind. Ease replaces effort. The light that emanates from you as you enter a room. It is not by chance. It's because the rich life has already wrapped itself around you. From this point on, you are not battling for success. You're easing into it. You're not moving up the ladder. You have been exalted by divine judgment. You aren't waiting for clearance. You've already received approval from the greatest authority, and everything you touch now bears the imprint of that anointing. You are meant for more. And now more people are reacting to you. The chosen one. You're currently in the visual proof phase. This is when everything starts to come together. Where your own knowledge gets outward confirmation. The energy that has been building inside you has finally broken out, hitting every aspect of your life like a wave of heavenly proof. What was once unseen is now obvious. What you felt in your soul is beginning to manifest in your physical reality. Prepare to identify yourself in this new existence. You may have known a version of yourself that survived storms, who faced scarcity, who persevered even when there was nothing left to offer. But now you're meeting the version of yourself that flourishes, who attracts, who multiplies, who accepts without guilt. This is the version that has always been within you, the version that was buried for fear, doubt, and previous suffering. However, he has emerged bold and unabashed, and now your environment reacts properly. You'll notice a difference in how others regard you. You'll notice that some talks begin to alter in tone. You'll notice that rooms feel different when you walk in, since the energy you're carrying today is not typical. It is not common. It is not little. You carry the frequency of favor, the vibration of triumph, and the essence of elevation. You're no longer attempting to blend in. You were born to stand out, and your new existence confirms that. There is no longer space for playing tiny. There is no longer time for indecision. Your rich life has been awakened, and you must now walk as the person you were meant to be. You are living proof of what it looks like when heaven supports someone. And the fact is that some people will be surprised by how swiftly your life changes. They'll question it. They could even disbelieve it. But you'll keep rising, since this is a spiritual light-up. The metamorphosis is magnificent. It was planned long before you learned how to express it. The chosen one. This is more than simply a season of growth. It is the season of divine dominion. You're not just being blessed. You're becoming the blueprint. Others will observe your life and see that riches may come from unexpected areas, improbable individuals, and miraculous alignment. Your story is creating a witness. Your trip is becoming a guidepost. What originally seemed to be a loss is now being recast as divine strategy. You did not lose anything. You were positioned for more. The delays were not rejections. They were preparing for the land you are going to seize. This is the moment to completely embrace your legacy. There's no more uncertainty. No more playing it safe. You are no longer a spectator to plenty. You are the epitome of this. You do not hope for miracles. You're walking as one. Everything you formerly desired is now attracted to you. Not because you are fortunate, but because you are matched. Not because you are desperate, but because you are worthy. Not because you pleaded, but because you eventually believed. The universe is now your collaborative creator. Everything is working in your favor. Timing, relationships, and opportunity. They are all working together with divine knowledge to build a life so rich that it astounds even those who believe they knew you. This is not about vengeance. It is about revelation. The world is about to witness the true you. The rich you. They healed you. The dazzling you. The elevated. Untouchable will leave no doubt about your existence. Don't be shocked if the things you previously opposed start hunting you down. The rich existence draws the appropriate frequency. You'll start to feel like everything is falling into place naturally. Not because life has suddenly become flawless, but because you have overcome opposition. You've stopped resisting the flow. You no longer question the design. You've realized that you were born to achieve greatness. And now, brilliance has replied.